You can actually play on it. Yeah. You can't play well on it, so I had to record it with a regular bow and then do the video with these.
Earlier, you mentioned your happy birthday variations, and I wanted to bring up, you have these arrangements you've done: happy birthday variations, Stars and Stripes Forever, your Star Spangled Banner, Star Wars, and you have YouTube videos of a lot of these. And Star Wars, as a matter of fact, you're playing the duet with lightsabers as the violin. So I'm just wondering, the happy birthday variation I know you had done as a tribute to somebody, but where did the inspiration come for these other arrangements and then eventually creating the YouTube videos for them?
Well, it's interesting that you asked that, because I always loved the art of Paganini and Vinyavsky and making a popular tune their own and putting their own spin on it and their own stylistic way of playing. And those are my two idols, Paganini and Vinyavsky. So in the birthday variations, it just sort of fell into place. And then every July 4th, we're playing Stars and Stripes Forever. I love the piece of music. It's one of the great pieces of music ever written, I think. It feels good. It's a wonderful, uplifting piece. It's got great structure to it. And as I'm playing it, I'm thinking to myself, this would be really cool if I could do this while I'm playing this. And in those days, in the early days of the Hollywood Bowl, the microphones were on the floor. Can you believe that?
Oh, really?
Yes. They were on the floor, covered by a mesh grate, so you wouldn't step on them. Now they've got big screens. Also, when you went to the Hollywood Bowl in the 90s, you were looking at everybody on stage. If you were sitting up in the nosebleed area, it was like you were watching fleas jumping around.
Right.
Used to put ballet on and stuff like that. It was ridiculous. Now they have the big jumbotrons, and it's great. But anyway, so the microphone's not picking us necessarily up completely. So while we're playing Stars and Stripes, and I had a great stand partner at the time, Rachel Robinson, her name was, and we just got off playing these little tricky things while we were playing, and I thought, this is going to make a great violin arrangement. But it wasn't until 2005 that I actually got around to sitting down, and at Christmas time, which was very quiet, there was nothing going on, and I thought, I'm finally going to make this arrangement up. But it had always been on my mind to make a video. But in those days, I had a video with flip, in other words, right-handed and left-handed.
Uh-huh.
In those days, the technology wasn't there. I mean, it was very expensive. I mean, you could do it, but it would cost me thousands of dollars. So it wasn't until a couple of years ago, Tina Guo, you know who she is? She's a wonderful cellist. Yeah. So she put something up on Facebook of her playing Flight of the Bumblebee with herself, side by side. And I knew that could be done, but I called her up and said, Tina, do you know if there's a way that if you recorded something like that you could flip one or the other side? She said, well, yeah, I know this video guy is a whiz at this stuff, and sure, it would be no problem for him to do that. So she gave me his name, and I called him up, and I explained what I wanted to do. And he said, sure, and this is how much X amount of dollars it is. I said, really? Because it was like, a fraction of what it would have been 10 years before that. And so I hired him to do that, and then I asked a friend of mine, Lucia Micarelli, who I'm sure you know, as a fine, fabulous solo violinist. But she's also an actress, and she's got a good sense of understanding filming. So I asked her, would you mind just, coming around and sort of directing this and seeing what kind of shots there are and how it looks? She said, sure. So God bless you, Lucia, because you started something off. But anyway, so we did that, and then I put it out on YouTube. And then the birthday variations, I decided, this is what I have. No, wait, did I do the birthday first? Yes, sorry, I did the birthday variation flip first, then the Stars and Stripes. When we did Star Wars for J.J. Abrams, and the first one of the whole franchise ever done in America, it was such a big deal to me that in honor of him doing that, I just decided to make that fanfare in the style of Vinyavsky. And then I had the Jeff Muller fabricated bow I designed. In fact, I'll show you that. This is the bow. You can actually play on it. Yeah. You can't play well on it, so I had to record it with a regular bow and then do the video with these. And then in post-production, they lit them up, because it doesn't light up. Then I have it signed by John Williams and J.J. Abrams,
Now, that's a collector's item. Nobody else will have a signed bow.
No, that's true. I guess should put it up on eBay.
Yeah. You need to sign it too.
Yeah, right. No, I don't think my signature. I think it might devalue it.
No. If you're driving down the coast, beautiful sunny day, convertible top down, nowhere to be, what's playing on the radio?
Korngold Violin Concerto with Jascha Heifetz playing. That's it.
Nice, nice. What sound or noise do you love?
Well, birds chirping, definitely, and ocean.
Oh yeah, I love the ocean. Yeah. What sound or noise do you hate?
Rap music. It's gonna make me unpopular, but I hate it. I mean, it makes me cringe.
If music were erased from the face of the earth, what profession would you choose?
Mathematics is really perfect, and I think I probably would have gone into some sort of mathematics. I love it. It's wonderful mathematics.
When you die, what would you like your tombstone to say?
Yeah, that's an unpopular question. I never really thought about that. I don't want to be cliche, say loving husband, loving father, devoted to, son, and that kind of thing, which is all true. I am that kind of person. I don't know if it would say anything musically, really, or not. I think I had thought about what I would want to have played at my memorial. There would be some violin music for sure in there, but then there would be a couple of pieces that, like Debussy, The Girl with the Flaxen Hair, with Heifetz playing it.
Oh yes,
like that. Some choral works that I'm crazy about. The Ave Verum chorus, and then there's a choral group called Libera, Libera, from England. It's a boys' choir with the most perfect sounding voices I've ever heard in my life. And just about any of their early recordings, something from there would be amazing. I don't know what I would write on an actual, or have written for me, honestly. I think I'll just leave it to my wife to figure out if she's left behind.
All right. Well, Bruce, thank you very much for spending this time with me and these great stories. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. I'm so glad to finally have the opportunity to do this, because it's really nice to talk about the experiences that I've had, and hopefully it inspires other people to want to go into the studios and get the energy and inspiration that I have. Good.
I'm sure it will. And thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. For more great videos, subscribe to the Maestro Fox YouTube channel. To learn more about the Maestro, visit StevenAllenFox.com.